So yesterday around 4 p.m., some absolute maniac fired shots at Rihanna's home. You know, the singer Rihanna, the very famous, very worldwide recognized singer Rihanna, and luckily, she was not hurt. Her husband, her kids, nobody was harmed in this situation. There were bullets put into the gate or like the big wall that basically blocked her house from the street. And recently, a 35-year-old woman by the name of Ivanna Lisette Ortiz was actually arrested. And it goes a lot further than we realize. As people started looking into this Ivanna person and finding out that there are lots of videos, lots of clips going back months of this actual maniac posting videos online, basically acting as if they know Rihanna and they know a whole bunch of other celebrities.
You saw Rihanna? You saw her picture? She has a very big forehead and an ugly, ugly nose. That's God's judgment on her. I keep telling her to stop harassing me. To stop harassing me. And she keeps doing it. She keeps harassing me.
Now, this was not just some crazy chick, with a handgun or something. According to NBC, this person had an AR-15 style rifle. So they were, looking to do some damage. And again, very lucky for Rihanna and her family that this person, missed. Was probably trying to send a message or something. And in this photo, you can see the bullets on her humongous gate. Mind you, her home is like this big mansion, basically surrounded by these humongous walls. You can kind of understand why. And we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might be a bullet down there. But these bullets, so she went like, pew, pew, pew. Right? She was obviously very close to the home. Thankfully, they were caught and arrested, and they'll be serving quite some time and having a bail at $10.225 million. I don't think that's even enough. Just keep her in there, lock her up, throw away the key. Now, this maniac actually got locked up 3 times in 2023. The first time was for a first-degree misdemeanor for battery, domestic violence. The second time is for an out-of-county warrant, a misdemeanor for a violent injunction for sex. I'm not sure what that means, but there we go. The third time, literally 3 days after her second arrest, is for a violation of domestic injunction again. Now, this woman's ex-husband's attorney ended up coming out with some more information that this woman actually was sent to a psychiatric facility, which permitted her to serve up to 72-hour involuntary or voluntary psychiatric holds, which caused her to lose custody of her 10-year-old child. So throughout this video, you'll see me playing clips of her and there's going to be like a blurred photo in the background. That's her child. And I don't feel comfortable showing that because this kid is a victim in this whole situation. To the point where even the state did not think that this woman was fit to, have custody of her own child, giving custody to the ex-husband. Now, her ex-husband's attorney by the name of Hal Rowan described her as articulate, very believable, adding, if you sit down with her, she's very convincing, but she does bizarre things, which comes into play later because people ended up finding her LinkedIn and finding out that she is a speech language pathologist. So she went about 3 years without, committing any sort of crimes, staying out of trouble, before she decided to load up her vehicle with a weapon, go to Rihanna's home, and fire at it, which again is just absolutely insane. Especially considering the fact that this person has this internet history of these schizophrenic rants about Rihanna.
Listen, Rihanna, when you die, God is taking me to my future. You want to kill me. Shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, she's a witch. She's a witch. I'm a watchman. She's a witch. Get that stupid girl out of here. Okay? They can't do this. They can't do this.
And I think when watching these videos, you can very quickly understand this person is not okay up here, to the point where thank goodness again that the police were vigilant and able to stop this woman. Because, yes, this would have gotten to a point where, unfortunately, there's a chance Rihanna could not be here with us, right? Regardless of, what you think about her as a singer or, a celebrity. This is not a normal person exhibiting normal behavior, right? They're calling basically Rihanna the devil, accusing her of, being some, client working alongside Satan and trying to end her life. In actuality, this maniac literally went into this woman's home with a firearm and just shot randomly, right? Not knowing the fact that this person had children and other people inside of the home.
That's why you got Rihanna over there all jealous. Because how am I, because her faith is the devil. Rihanna's faith is the devil, okay? I don't like her, and she's always trying to steal from me. And she has not ever put out any music to reach people. She only did her little music thing so that she can do witchcraft. And so that she can steal from people. So everybody, please, don't listen to her. Don't follow her. Don't give that girl any air, space, or time. Because she's stealing from you. Okay? She's stealing from you. So you guys need to wake up and don't give that girl any attention. They want to come over here and steal my thoughts.
Now again, just when you thought it couldn't be any crazier, people found her LinkedIn. Obviously, it's not very hard. You just look her name up and like where she's from. Ivanna Ortiz, MACCC, SLP. We'll get into that. Speech language pathologist in Orlando, Florida, right? So this isn't just some like random like internet brain rotted like weirdo on the internet. Like, this is an actual human, a 35-year-old woman who has a master's degree, by the way. MACCC SLP is a speech language pathologist holding a Master of Arts degree and the Certificate of Clinical Competence from the American Speech Language Hearing Association. Now, of course, that could just be added into her LinkedIn to make it seem professional, but she did have a check mark, which I would assume means she's verified. The fact that she's 35 years old, the fact she's been to college, right? Seems pretty reasonable, right? She could be a liar. I mean, she's, a little messed up here. It's crazy, right? That literally you can go outside and there's people you're walking around with, people you see at the doctor's office, you could be getting your teeth cleaned at the dentist, and that person goes home and starts their YouTube camera up and they're ranting about Kanye West and how Jay-Z is going to eat his kids and all this other crazy stuff. These people are walking among us, not normal folks. These are people who truly do need help. Now, people ended up also finding her YouTube, which is Ivanna's Human. It's still up right now. Not sure how much longer it will be, of course, considering the fact that she might be going to prison for a very, very long time, where she posts a lot of content, even up to literally a month ago, 666 views. That's ironic considering what kind of content she posts, but she posts these like really, really long videos for like 50 people to see. And what's crazy about all of these videos is she's literally like reading a praying woman's Bible, talking about how like God is like sending a message and how she's opening up her eyes to God and all this other stuff. At the same time, she's like talking about how Rihanna is the devil and Rihanna is Satan, and like calling out all these different celebrities and being just very evil, a very nasty, vile person, which again is like completely against God's teachings. And also the fact that she again got a firearm, loaded up her car, and went to go shoot up her house. I don't think that's God's message or the praying woman's Bible's teachings telling you to do that. And specifically, she posted a video 2 months ago called So Many Dead Woes. And it says also canceled. It's music, so I'm not going to play it. But she has a list of all these different celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Kris Jenner, Khloe Kardashian, Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande. I'm scared what this woman's plan of canceling all these different people was. This is not a person that is like safe to be on the streets. And I truly do hope again that she gets like the book thrown at her. She does not need to be like walking among normal population. And she finally snapped. Something in that head of hers snapped. She went to Rihanna's home, did the unthinkable. Again, thank goodness, right, that Rihanna was not harmed. No one in her family was harmed, causing Rihanna, of course, to, leave the state, leave her home for rightful reasons. If you don't know what's happening, right, this chick might have like a crew of people going to roll up on Rihanna's home and they were just sending a message, right? So it makes a lot of sense to get out of there as soon as possible. And that's where I'm going to wrap the video up, guys. Pretty crazy situation. Like, it's interesting. We finally take a break from the internet drama. And we're literally getting into the territories of, psychopaths trying to end the lives of celebrities. It's not really like a joking matter. Like, unfortunately, we've seen, celebrities have their lives taken. Think of people like Selena, right? So many big, famous celebrities have had their lives taken by people like this. And luckily, this time, the person was stopped before they were able to do it. All the writings were unfortunately on the wall, but this person's like following was so small that nobody really saw it. Nobody saw these videos she made for 50 people. Nobody really cared much about her Facebook posts or whatever because it just comes across as some crazy chick rambling until, of course, that day comes where she decided to do what she did. And now she's going to rot away in prison, or she's going to have to pay $10 million to get bailed out. Let me know what you guys think down below. I appreciate you guys watching as always. Peace out.